Hi. So I decided I'm gonna start doing lives because on the days I'm home and not staging or doing consults, I do so many projects and fun things, and I like to watch people do things like clean and projects. So I thought somebody might want to watch me, so who knows. So today I am going to be planting these two cute little plants I went and picked up today. I'm going to do a rosemary in my kitchen. It smells so amazing. And this is a fern. I don't know the exact type. I'll have to look that up. But this is going to go in this new pot I found at Goodwill, actually. And it's going to grow and spill over and look really amazing on my coffee table. So, okay, first things first, pots. I went and picked up some potting mix. Nothing special, just for all plants. So I'm going to go ahead and so I'm not a plant expert per se with indoor plants, but outdoor plants, I'm kind of a plant nerd or enthusiast. I like having my yard very nicely landscaped, and I love having like a food garden, like with vegetables, and I'm really into flowers. My mom's a florist. My mom's been a florist for, I think she said 27 years. So I know a lot about plants, and it's kind of a passion of mine, actually, taking care of things and watching them grow. And eventually I'm gonna have outdoor garden boxes. So I'm gonna have galvanized, like raised garden beds with wildflowers and all of my vegetables. And then the kids and I can take care of that. Probably gonna do that like next summer. I don't know, I'll get to that today or this year. Okay, so I put the soil in about that much. I'm gonna do my little planting trick. You take your empty container, or you can do it when the plant's in there, and you make the right size hole. And then you want to make sure you break up just a little bit at the bottom of the plant to let the roots grow back down into the new soil. And I'm just going to set it aside there. And then I'm probably going to need a little bit more dirt. So what are you guys doing today? I went to the gym and I lifted my lower body and also walked on the stair stepper for about only 5 minutes before I was like dying. And then tonight I'll do my walk again, which is usually the path I take is 4.5 miles. However, I might go down to the river tonight and walk that if I can get my daughter to go on her electric scooter, because I like to walk fast and her little legs just can't keep up with me. So she will have to do the scooter. Okay, so now I have this all planted, and you want to be careful not to get like a bunch of soil on the leaves. So make sure everything's kind of cleaned off. Okay, it's looking so pretty. I'm like really excited right now. Okay. All right. Can you see the finished product? Okay, so now let's plant the rosemary, and then we'll water these bad boys here in a minute. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, so now I'm gonna do the rosemary, and this one, my cousin Courtney gave me these cute little planters. There's like a 2-piece. So this is where the plant goes. This is the bottom, so the water can drain, which I love that. So your plants, they need proper draining, right? So I'm gonna put that on there so I don't get a bunch of dirt on the counter. Well, actually I already am getting a bunch of dirt on the counter. Okay. I like Martha Stewart. Just kidding, I don't wanna be like her. Okay, so filling this up. Now this one's gonna be, actually maybe I shouldn't have put dirt in there first. That was a bad idea. Dang it. Let's put this back because this plant's pretty big and it's probably going to take up most of this container. So we're actually going to do this one a little different. I am going to just take it out of the container it came in, break up the roots a little bit, and put a little bit of soil at the bottom, but then I'm going to just put the plant right on top of it and pray it fits. Oh yeah, it's just fine. It'll be okay. We'll make it work. I always do. Okay, then I'm just going to put a little bit more dirt and fill in the pot. I need to get an outdoor potting table. If anyone knows, I'm like a super clean freak, so having dirt on the counter is hard for me right now, but you know what? I'm going with it because I can clean it up, right? Okay. Are you still with me? I feel like... And I can't do lives yet on Instagram, but I can do them on TikTok. And TikTok's been asking me, they keep messaging me to do lives on there. So I think I'm finally gonna do that as a content creator over there, because I don't think I have like a lot of followers, but I do have a lot of engagement. So I'm gonna start doing like DIY projects, my stages showing like start to finish how the operations work, when we go in to do certain types of cleaning on houses, things around the house, when I'm doing like lifestyle, if I'm golfing or playing tennis or hiking, just like the day in the life. And I think that'll be kind of fun. And people, like I could take you on a hike with me, a Badger, and you could literally watch me hike it. And it's nuts. Have you guys done it before? If not, I mean, it's not super hard, but it'll be fun to have people on live with that. Okay, so now I have the rosemary planted in this super cute planter, see? And also the other fern, which I still have to look up what type of fern it is, in my other planter. And now it's time to water. So I'm just gonna take, I need to get a cute watering pail or little, what are they called? Bucket or whatever. But right now I'm just gonna use this measuring container because that's all I have. So just water it a little bit, and then I'm gonna have to pay attention to the watering as I get to know the plants a little better. You start to figure out like how often they need water. It's actually kind of a skill you have to learn, because plants are, you know, they're living creatures, so they're temperamental. You don't want to overwater them and you don't want to underwater. It's like finding the perfect middle ground. And there's tools you can use now, like things you can put in the soil to alert you and let you know. That's kind of cool. I might try that. I've just always just kind of done it on my own. I used to have a lot of plants, probably 30 or 40, which is, I know people have like way more than that, but I would take all of them and put them in the bathtub and rinse them all and water them. And then I'd bring them all to the sunniest part of my house and have them all set out. And I would do that probably like once a month. And it was a whole process. And then I started, that was when I was a stay-at-home mom. Then I started the staging and interior design business full force, and unfortunately, like one by one, my plants started dying, and I gave a bunch away because I was like, this is not going to get any better. And then I went through like a really horrible relationship for like 3 years where I was basically just in survival mode, but didn't realize it until I got out. And so a lot of things I loved to do in my life, I was no longer doing or able to do because I was literally just trying to like make it through the day. I know it sounds victimized, and I hate sounding like that because I'm totally not that type of personality. But I realized afterwards, I was like, wow, all the things I love to do, I'm not doing anymore. I'm not decorating like I like, or I'm not doing the hobbies I like because he didn't like to do anything. So now I'm back to decorating like I like, getting plants, doing my hobbies. I took up golf. That's been really fun. I'm playing tennis and pickleball. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn this around and show you. Okay, so this is where I'm gonna put the rosemary. And I'm gonna have my, there, and I have my oils, olive oil and vinegar. And then my cute little rosemary plant. And that's gonna look so, and it smells so good. So, so, so good. Look how cute that looks now. Take a picture of that. Okay, and then let's get this. I'm gonna take this sticker off real quick. I'm gonna go back. For those of you who think I use a bunch of like filters or something, this is me. This is what I look like. I'm not perfect, but I'm a real human being. I do not wear a lot of makeup and hate that anyways. I don't know very many girls that don't like wearing makeup, but I do not. I don't like having stuff on my face. I have bronzer on, but so there's no filters, which kind of sucks, but oh well. You guys have to see me in the raw. Okay, I got this sticker off. This is looking better. Okay, let's go put this one where it's gonna go. So I'm gonna grab my phone again. Hi, I'm gonna turn this around. Okay, so I'm redoing everything. So I'm gonna get some new greens in my dining room planter. And I just hung up one of my hats and redid this little arrangement. I gotta patch some holes because, you know, I like just go for it. But I'm liking how that's looking. And the pothos starts that my cousin gave me, I have those in the glass jars in here, but eventually I'm gonna paint those, and me and her are gonna paint over this guy with acrylic paint and kind of like a layered, so it'll make it look more textured and not just spray painted. So there's that. And I redid some of the stuff on the table here. So this is where this plant's gonna go, and I love it because it's just gonna take over and get big on there. And then I got my new tree. This is an umbrella tree. Loving that. Got a basket up there. So just making some changes. So if any of you guys are intimidated by having live plants, I encourage you to not be intimidated, because if I can keep it alive, you can definitely keep it alive. I'm telling you, like, I am not a good, like, indoor plants, I'm okay. Outdoor plants, I'm way better, but if I can keep the plants alive, your hopes of doing it are probably just as good or better. Okay, so now I'm gonna clean up. I'm gonna make myself a snack because I'm hungry after going to the gym. And I'm gonna start doing lives. I don't know if I'm gonna do them every day. Maybe just a quick live to check in. I'm gonna do it over here on Facebook and then on TikTok. Like I said, TikTok's been asking me to do them. And then once I get 1,000 followers on Instagram, then I can start doing lives on Instagram. And so I'll probably do like sometimes giveaways and give tips and just show kind of like the lifestyle and the DIY and staging and all that kind of stuff that I talked about earlier. So hope y'all have a great day. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye.